Well, hello there. This is the second time I've made this video. I hope you can see me. I'm far away, but that is for a reason. Yeah, I hope you can see me. I made this video once before, but sadly my little clicker thing, the battery must have run down. So even though I pressed record, nothing happened. Yeah. Well, the family are out, and I'm sitting here in the, like more than halfway finished conservatory now. The sun is actually starting to shine. It's been pouring down in Fleetwood, but it's showing its true colours now. It's absolutely shining beautiful. Yeah. Well, the latest update, if you may have seen on my Facebook page, is we have now got a puppy. She came 2 days ago. She's from Romania. She's a street puppy. So she has no breed, no anything. She's 5 months old and she's absolutely adorable. And she's settling in okay, you know, a couple of accidents, but then you expect that with a new puppy, don't you? So my daughter-in-law's following her around like with a spray and a wet wipe and a poo bag. But she's doing very well. She's, you know, she's getting the hang of it. That's all I'll say. Update on me, health-wise. Things have been a bit rocky lately. You know, my diabetes hasn't improved. I've having a real bad do with IBS, but that's by the by. I'm being referred for a colonoscopy. But believe it or not, this morning I get a letter to say that I'm going to have a telephone conversation. Quite how that works, I don't know. How can they view my colon down the phone? Wait and see. Pause that. Anyway, I'll show you what I have been making while I've been missing. I have been crocheting, yeah, I've been doing it. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to set my timer because I'll yap on and then the timer will go, the phone, the camera will cut off. I'll set it for 25 and see what happens because it cuts off after 30 minutes, this camera. Right, what else was I going to say to you? Oh yeah, people have asked me, have I lost weight? As you can see, yes I have. Intentionally, I'm pleased to say. I was, when I was in Prestwich, round about I've got it written down here. I was about 252 pounds when I lived in Prestwich, which was much too heavy, considering I'm only 5'3". So I am now down to 211, which is a loss of 41 pounds. Yay! Yay! So happy about that. It's intentional. All I can put it down to is better diet, I think. Yeah. Not eating any stuff, pre-prepared stuff. Not eating any ready meals and stuff like that. My daughter-in-law cooks, so, you know, I'm eating better quality food, let's just say. Cutting down on the chocolate, although, you know, that is a habit of mine, even though I'm diabetic. I have a nasty habit of wanting chocolate every now and again. Not good. Right, I'll start off with what I've been making while I've been missing. This was a shawl. Well, you know, it's a virus shawl pattern. I'm trying to think what the wool was. It's beautiful. It's got actually a little silvery thread in it. I'll put it on so you can see the back. This is why I put the camera further away so you could see. As you can see, it's a, you know, average sort of style shawl. I wear my shawls in the conventional way, although I know a lot of you wear them what I call like back to front. You know, you put them that way and wrap them round. But anyway, it's a virus shawl. And it's sort of like a 4-ply. I won't be keeping this one because it's got mohair in it. And you know, I'm like itchy twitchy with anything like that. This again is another virus shawl. You know, on a bit of a theme here, aren't we? You can't think of anything to crochet a virus shawl, you know. This again, this is ice yarn. Please don't ask me what it was because I've had it quite some time. And this is what it's like, yeah. So, but this again has got wool in it. So once again, I won't be keeping this. I'll tell you at the end of the video what I propose to do next with all this stuff. This one was, oh gosh, what was it? Something sparkles it was, although there's no sparkle in it. But this has come out massive. It's, again, an Irish shawl pattern. But it was supposed to be a 4 weight. But as you can see, it has come out absolutely huge. I don't know if you can see the end of it. It's really, really big. Ideal for a larger lady, as you probably see. Right, get rid of that one there. And power them on the window bottom. This one is just, there isn't a pattern for this. Well, there is hundreds of patterns for this on YouTube. It's just a granny square. It was a cake, but I ran out, so I had to get some more yarn to finish it off with, and a tassel. So, because it would have been too short otherwise. So this is this one, which has got a tassel on the end of it. So, I can't remember what the yarn was. It's something out of the stash in the she shed. Because that is what I'm trying to use up. I'm trying not to have to buy any more stuff. What else have I got here? This is a bought pattern from Etsy. It's called the Amanda. If I made this again, I would do it differently. I would make it longer, and I wouldn't put the false rib on the end of it, because to me it's too short and too squat. It's not been blocked, so it could, you know, kind of grow. It's done in 2 rectangles, and then you stitch it together down the front and down the back. Oh boy, all this standing's hurting my back. That hasn't improved. Right, what else have I been making? This was, you know, everybody's made them, haven't they? This, you make a huge granny square and then you stitch it together and it makes a shrug. So, again, if you want the pattern, there's a million of them on YouTube. So this is what it turns out like. No, it doesn't give you a big bottom. It's, if it gives you a big bottom, you've done it wrong. That's all I can say. So this one, again, I won't be keeping. So that's, oh, I'm running out of room on the window bottom. Now this one is Karen Cakes. And I wasn't going to keep this one until I tried it on. And then, sorry folks, I decided to keep it. Because it's, you know, my kind of colours. You know me, Mrs. Rainbow. Oh, I can't find the armhole. Where's the armhole gone? Oh, ha, ha, ha. Oh, it's inside out, that's why I can't find it. I tried it on before, you see, so that's what happens when you try things on. Yep, but I absolutely adore colours of this. Please don't ask me what it's called, because I don't know. Right, but it's Karen Cakes, that's all I can tell you. And I absolutely love it, so this one is not going to be sold because I'm keeping it. Right, I'm going to bring the camera a bit closer now because I'm going to have to sit down. When I've been stood up so long, my back goes, please sit down, it says. Right, we'll get on to the small things. What I didn't show you was I have made lots and lots of baby things, but I posted them off to my friend who was a foster mum. Posted them off to her. There was pictures of them on Facebook and there was pictures of them on Instagram. I also made some things for a friend's reborn baby doll, but again I've not got them. Gave them to her. Right. Excuse me, having a drink. What I have got is, I'll put that there, that's my notes. I have got some baby things I've been making. People have seen these on Facebook and asked me for the pattern. I don't know whether you can still get the pattern or not. It was from Ravelry many moons ago, and Chris looked it up for me and said that it was available, I think, on Wayback Patterns. I printed it out in 2011 because I've got the date at the bottom when I printed it out. It's called A Baby Girl Sleeper Set, designs by Abigail Goss, that's G-O-S-S, of Crochet. I don't know whether you can read that or whether it'll be back to front or not, I don't know. But it is a tiny pattern, well it is when I do it anyway. It's a little, sort of tiny little dress with buttons at the back. And it's got the little pants. This would be ideal for a premature baby or for anybody who has a reborn doll. Yeah, it's a little bit small for a human baby, average human baby. I think we're talking here about a 5 or 6 pound baby, which there are still some. They're not all born heifers, are they, you know? And I made it in pink as well. I just made it with oddments I had lying around in my shed. My she shed, I should say. Making it sound like a shed, it makes it sound awful, doesn't it? I will show you the shed before we go. Not the interior, I'll show you the exterior. That's the little one in pink. And it's got, again, the little panties that go with it. And the next little set I've made comes from a very old vintage pattern. And no, I don't do photocopies before anybody asks. It's a Lister's pattern, N2059. You may be able to find somebody who does photocopies on Etsy, because I find that nearly every pattern I own seems to arrive on Etsy. So that's the actual pattern. Although I think I amended the little briefs, I think I did. This one's come out, it's quite heavy actually, this one, because it was made with it's bamboo and cotton, and it was ice yarn. So it buttons on the shoulders, I don't know whether you can see, with little buttons. And I put the little flower on it. That's not included in the pattern. So that comes in that, and it's got, again, got the little panties that go with it. And then I also made one, this was some cotton that I got on eBay. I think it was called Shoulder and Star. And it's done the other way round, it's done in cream with the maroon trim, and got the buttons on the top again as usual. Again, the flower was not included in the pattern, that's me that's added that on it. And that again has got little panties that match. Yeah. So here I am, I'm sitting in the conservatory. The sun has now gone in again. I'll do you a quick panorama of that's the shed, if you can see it there. There's the garden as it stands at the moment. We've got no plants in it. That's the other half of the conservatory. That will be the dining room. That is my bedroom. So we're getting there slowly but surely. We've got workmen. Oops. Every picture tells a story. She flops down in the chair. Oh gosh, let's have a look. We've still got, somebody sending me a message. We've still got workmen working on the house. It's almost finished. Oh, it's a message from Kelly. People ask me about Kelly. She just sent me a message. I'll read it later. Sure, she doesn't want me to read it out loud. And yeah, we're at the final stages now. As you can hear, I'm echoing round in here because we haven't got the furniture in. We've got sofas. We've got 2 sofas in here so far, but we haven't. Hello again, whoever. But we haven't got the rest of it finished. We're going to put in some, you know, furniture, kallax, whatever you call it. If you go to IKEA, you know what I mean, like cubicle things. But no, there won't be any wool in here. No, the wool and everything is staying firmly in the shed. I tried to keep as little as possible actually in the house, although, you know, I had kept all these things in the house because I was waiting to show them to you, yeah. So I will still be, I still do my Saturday Night Lives if you watch me on there. But I've been very remiss about making any videos. It's difficult to make a video when you've got a house full of people and workmen coming and going and plastering and painting and doing whatever they're doing. So maybe I'm a bit shy, maybe I'm a bit bashful, I don't know, but I don't like making videos when there's people buzzing in and out listening to what I'm talking about. I mean, they can watch the video when I've done it, that's not a problem. But, and I'm not making videos in my shed because A, I've got no electricity. B, I get fed up of all the comments of people, oh, you've got too much yarn, and I just wish they'd all mind their own business, quite frankly. It's my yarn and I'll do what I want with it. I don't like getting told I should be doing this and I should be doing that, because if you're one of those people who's made comments, you've been deleted, yeah? If you carry on making comments, you'll get blocked, because I'm sick of them, yeah? Sick of them. You do what you want with your yarn, your wool, whatever you've bought, and I'll do what I want with mine, okay? End of conversation. So, yeah, apart from that, I mean, if the sun's come out again, it's very fluky weather here. It changes from day to day. Some days it's so gorgeous and you can't wait to get out onto the seafront and watch the sea and the waves coming in and out. And I go out there and there's children playing on the beach, and children running in and out. I mean, sadly, somebody was drowned a couple of weeks ago. He must have got out of his depth. They don't realise when they're strangers that there is undercurrents in the sea here. And they can drag you down if you're unwary. So you won't catch me going in the sea unless I go for a paddle. But as the winter's drawing in, I mean, we're only in August, my goodness me. But you won't catch me down on the... I can't go on the sands anyway because my scooter won't go there. And I'm not up to the stage of walking about, despite my daughter-in-law thinking that if I walk more I'll suddenly, like Lazarus, jump up off my bed and be able to run a marathon. It's not going to happen. I got a reminder the other day, it was 2008 when I had my back operation. And things haven't improved much. The only improvement is my legs don't give way and I don't hit on the floor like I used to. I'd be walking along quite happily and then my legs would just go from under me with no warning and I'll be on the floor. And people come to pick you up and it's embarrassing because they think you've been in a pub or something and had a few drinks. So that's all stopped. But sadly, a lot of the pain hasn't. Although I refuse to take painkillers. I refuse to take them anymore. They were just dulling my brain. They were making me adult, So, end of. Anyway, I don't think I've got much else to tell you, really, Except my little puppy's settling in fine. You can't see her because she's out with the family. Poppy is collapsed somewhere in a heap because she's been out for a walk. Poppy has turned into a puppy once more. She runs about like something that's like 3 months old. She loves the sea. She goes wading in it, paddling in it, everything in it. But she tends to come back and just sleep the rest of the day because it takes it out of her, because she's 14, I think, now. She's not a baby anymore, she's 14, yeah. People think we've got the puppy to replace her, but we haven't. We've got the puppy as a companion. We're hoping we get a lot more years from Poppy yet. Although she is slowing down a lot, obviously. But we are hoping. For those of you who don't know, sadly, my friends lost Gigi a few weeks ago. It was very, very sad. Very sudden. Oh, so that's... Sorry, I mentioned it now, that upset me. As you know how close I was to the little dog. But one of them wants to get another dog, but the other one isn't quite ready yet. I can understand that because it's 4 years since I lost Buster. And I'm only just beginning to come around to, thinking about another dog. Although it's a family dog. Rosie is a family dog. We were originally going to change her name to Tegan, which is a Romany word for gypsy. But when she arrived, obviously she doesn't understand any English commands. We're having to work with her with that. But her, a certificate to come in the country and her little passport was all in the name of Rosie. And Rosie was the only name she was answering to because she's had it for like 5 months. And so she's Rosie. She's no longer Tegan, she's Rosie. Yeah, she's doing very well. We're getting her to do some commands like, to come here and things like that. So she's understanding a little bit. She's a street dog, if you want to know what she is. We don't know what flavour she is, what brand she is, what breed she is. She's a street dog. Born on the street, abandoned by her mother, and taken in by a rescue association. And they then advertised for people to take them in. We did try 3 different places in the UK, but we didn't get puppies. They wanted us to take full-grown dogs. I have no objection to a full-grown dog, but we have got littlies. We've got like my great-grandchildren who are small. So we didn't want a dog that may have a history of snapping or biting or may not be used to children. So we decided we wanted a puppy that wouldn't know any different, if you know what I mean, and would be able to be around the little ones, yeah. So that's why, but we couldn't get a puppy in the UK for love nor money. We couldn't get one. We could have bought a pedigree one, but I was anti. I said no. Rescue. There's so many little dogs in rescue, that need rescuing. So I said no, I want a rescue. So which is why we finished up with one from Romania. As you know, Sue in Scotland, she rescued 2 Jack Russells, I think. I'm not sure if they were from Bulgaria. I'm not sure. They may have been from Romania. But she only adopted one and wound up with 2, which is the way of the world, isn't it? Yeah. She's doing very well, by the way. She's spoke to her yesterday. She's doing well. She is hoping to come down soon, but her partner had a spinal operation similar to what I had. So obviously he can't drive. And where they live is lovely, but it's in the middle of the countryside. My eyes are running, sorry. Middle of the countryside, and as he's not allowed to drive at the present moment, she would be kind of like abandoning him, with the local shops being like 20 minutes away by car. So she will come down as soon as she can get. Yeah. So hopefully, if she's down long enough, I'll make a video with her, as you all want to know what she's up to. I spoke to Kelly not long, about a week or so ago. She just sent me a message which I haven't read yet. She did pass her exams, so I presume she'll be looking for a job as a teacher's assistant from now on in. Yeah. So, but you'll have to follow Kelly's channel if she makes another video. Crafted by Kelly X, yeah. And she'll probably tell you where she's up to when she makes another video. She did say she was going to make one, but she hasn't so far. Anyway, I think that's about it. My poor little plant here is suffering. My daughter-in-law bought it for me, but I don't know what happened to it. We've had to put it on the window bottom because the puppy decided that she liked it and she was having a bit of a nibble at it, so I think it's surviving. It's got new leaves coming, so I think it is going to survive. It was a really massive plant when she bought it for me, my daughter-in-law, but sadly. I did go to another garden centre somewhere or other. I can't think what it was called. Beautiful, beautiful garden centre, but I think it was meant for the richer people than I am. They had beautiful water features and garden animal things, but I did put some pictures on Facebook, but really expensive, I mean, I fell in love with like a big lion that was there, and it was nearly £6,000, and they had some lovely water features, but they were like £2,000 and £3,000, and I'm like, yeah, yes, not for our garden. But as I say, we're going to get some plants. I'll show you again when we get some plants. We haven't got round to, the tubs and the plants and whatever. I'm leaving that to my daughter-in-law. The only thing that I bought was a lavender, because I absolutely love lavender. And that's the only stipulation that I had, was we had a lavender bush. So I bought that from the expensive garden centre. I don't know what it was called, Broad something or other it was called. No, it's not got a label. It's just called Lavandula, this one. Lavandula Spear Blue. My daughter-in-law said, do you want like French lavender or English lavender? And I'm like, I don't know. I just like lavender. So I was going around with a friend Jean, sniffing all the lavender. Anyway, I'm going to leave it now. I'm sure I've put on long enough. And I'm going to have to turn it off by manual, I think, because the little... Yeah, I didn't realise the zapper wasn't working, so I made a video the other day. And I come to upload it, there was nothing there. I thought, oh, you stupid woman. Yeah. If you're wondering what it says on my cup, it says I'm usually gorgeous, but it's my day off. It's the same cup that Denise from Dear Designs has got. She's got the same one. I've actually had this from when I was working, would you believe? I hate if anybody breaks it, because I retired at 60. So it's lasted at least 15 years, this cup, so, or mug or whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, I'm hoping that it lasts a bit longer. Our workmen tend to have a smashing time whenever they're here. They always seem to drop something. Luckily we had like 2 sets of mugs and everything that we kept, mine and my daughter-in-law and son. So we have like about 30 mugs, I think, 30 beakers we call them in England. But they're going down bit by bit because our workmen tend to sort of smash them. Anyway, like I said before, I am going to go, so I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope I'm going to be able to make more. I won't be able to make some in another couple of weeks because my son and daughter are going on holiday and leaving me and Poppy. The little one's going somewhere else. I think she's going to my... There we are. Sorry mate, I should shut up. She's going to another member of the family to look after because they decided that the puppy and Poppy would be... Timer done. Yeah, thank you. That the puppy and Poppy would be too much for me. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye, and I will be on tonight with my Saturday Night Live if you're around. 9 PM in the UK, don't know what time in America because you've got so many different time zones. So, bye for now, and I will turn it off at the back because my little zapper isn't working. So bye everybody, bye now.